Upper Sandusky High School. And when you think of the Rams, you think of the days of John Diebler and company winning the state championships in 2005, state runners-up in 2007. Well, this squad not off to the best start that they wanted, but they are trying to get back to playing like the names that you see in the rafters of Upper Sandusky. They look for their second consecutive win as they take on non-conference foe Marion Harding out of the MOAC. We got all the action coming your way on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have, and it's coming your way next.
Better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
We welcome you inside the Kimmel Corporation pregame show, live and free here from Upper Sandusky High School. Hello, everybody. My name is Travis Berardi, alongside head coach Joe Baylog. And, Coach, the Rams finally getting off the schneid in their last game against Bucyrus, getting win number 1. They want win number 2, though. They're going to face a tough task as they take on a Marion Harding squad that's pretty darn good.
Yeah, Marion Harding had a really big win in their last game at Big Walnut. Big Walnut, I think, had won 5 in a row, and to beat them, that's a huge win for them. But on the other hand, Upper Sandusky seems like they played much better. They had a big win against Bucyrus, and even the game before that against Mohawk was a game that they were in. So it looks like maybe that they're getting healthy because they've had some injuries, they've had some illness, and here at the Christmas break, maybe the time off a little bit, extra time, has given them a chance to get healthy. So it's an interesting matchup between the Northern Tendonite and the MOAC.
And let's get right into things here on the Kimmel Corporation pregame and take a look at the team spotlight for the presidents of Marion Harding High School out of the MOAC. Under head coach Jamie Pearson, a new head coach. He has never seen head coach Joe Baylog on the court when he was at Ontario. This season they're 5-3, 3-2 in conference. However, they have won 3 of their last 4 games. They're averaging 56 points per game offensively, defensively 53.5, and they shoot really well inside the paint at 54%.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing you're always concerned with when we've always played Marion Harding in the past was just their athleticism. So you're concerned about their ability to get the ball to the lane with their dribble, and then you're usually really concerned about their ability to get to the offensive glass. So it'll be interesting to see tonight, how well that how much they're gonna be able to push the ball in transition, and then how well they're gonna be able to attack the offensive glass.
Yeah, and one of the main players that get this Harding squad going in our player spotlight, once again brought to you by Kimmel Corporation, is Marquis Long. Number 0 on the scorecard, but putting up numbers in the stats column. 16.5 points per game, 7.2 rebounds, 4.3 assists, 1.3 steals. The guard is honorable mention MOAC last season, but the kid can play.
Yeah, and I've always said, the point guard position is really a key position on any basketball team. If you have a point guard, number 1, that can score, that's a big plus. But also, not only is he a scorer, but he does a great job of distributing the basketball, as you can see by averaging just over 4 assists a game.
So Marion Harding getting ready to take on the homestanding Upper Sandusky Rams under head coach Jeff Winslow. And it was a Merry Christmas in the Winslow household as they got a win before the break. Could have gotten 2, but that big old storm that came 2 days before Christmas really shut things down for them. They're 1-6, 1-3 in conference. They knocked off Bucyrus 73-44 for that first win. They're averaging 52.6 points per game, but it's the defense that really needs to start locking things down. We did see that somewhat against MOAC, and we did see it against Bucyrus. They're averaging another team that can shoot it inside the paint, 54%, but they can also shoot it from outside, as we saw in the last couple of games, 33%.
Yeah, I think, Coach Winslow's kind of built that team of having balance, but the one thing you've always been concerned with Upper is their ability to shoot the ball from the perimeter. So tonight that'll be a key for them, along with their ability to handle Marion Harding's pressure. I think that's going to be a big key because the last time we saw them against Tiffin, they really struggled with turning the basketball over.
We always talk about the likes of Holden Darris, but another player that really showed off, especially in their win against Bucyrus, is one Ethan Kessler. Scored 21 against Bucyrus. He's averaging 11.6 points per game, 6.9 rebounds, 2.9 assists. The forward really helps out this offense, especially with a couple of players that they had down due to injury. I know Gavin Frey, he's dressed and warmed up, so that's going to help out. But he's not starting tonight, but Ethan Kessler kind of filled in for his role as well as a forward's role.
And Kessler's shooting 42% from the 3, which is outstanding. So, his ability to shoot the ball tonight is going to be a key factor in Upper Sandusky's success offensively.
All right, just about ready to go here on the Kimmel Corporation pregame show as we throw it down to the floor for the playing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. All right, back here in the Kimmel Corporation pregame show, and let's take a look at Coach Joe's keys to victory. First for Marion Harding, and Coach, this is a team that, a very athletic squad, and they like to really turn you over.
Yeah, I think there's two things that are going to be key. One will be to see if Harding's pressure can really affect Upper Sandusky, because Harding, I think, is a team that wants to turn you over and try to run with the basketball and get easy baskets off those turnovers. And I think the other thing is, if you're taking a look at how they played here in the first third of the season, I think Coach Pearson's probably looking at, can they be consistent for those 32 minutes? Because it looks like that they've been in a lot of those games, but maybe had a stretch of a 4-minute stretch where they didn't play very well. So they're going to look to try to be more consistent tonight.
And now for the Upper Sandusky Rams, we showed you Harding, they can really score the ball when they get inside the paint. Upper Sandusky's going to have to control that paint tonight.
Well, they're going to have to control the paint, especially control the paint from the standpoint of limiting Harding to one shot. So if Harding's going to shoot jump shots, they have got to keep Harding off their offensive glass. And then I think the other thing is as we saw Upper play against Tiffin, they really struggled with just turning the ball over. So they're going to have to do a good job of handling the Harding's pressure, taking care of the basketball, and not losing offensive possessions by turning the ball over.
All right, and let's finally take a look at tonight's starters. First for Harding, Marquis Long, Marcus Hemphill, Jaden Jones, Jeffrey Jones, and Braylon Dyer, under head coach Jamie Pearson, headed by Marquis Long, who averages 16.5, but they have a couple others. And then four, we'll take a look at the Rams here in a bit, but we are underway.
So interesting right away, Upper was defending the tip, and they were able to win the tip, so they stole the tip and get the first possession of the basketball game.
So the Rams get the first possession. This Holden Darris is going to try a three, and he hits. Great start. They kind of steal that opening tip, Coach, and they get a three to start.
Yep, and you get a score to start the game, and now you're going to look to try to get a stop and come back with another score.
Jaden Jones gives it off. Right side shot, no good. Knocked out of bounds, and it will go to Upper Sandusky. And let's take a look at the starters for Upper Sandusky. Brought to you by Kimmel Corporation. Darris, Montgomery, Lamb, Kessler, and Isles. It's the lineup that Coach has gone with the last few times, and it's finally starting to work out for them.
Yep.
Rams, second possession, leading 3-0 here on the Chris Darris, Edward Jones Financial, and Wilson Tire scoreboard. Layup shot no good, and outrunning is Harding. Into the lane, misses the shot, offensive rebound, put back and good.
So you can see right away that Harding's going to look to really try to push the ball in transition, especially off of a missed upper shot. And then one of the other keys we talked about was if they miss that shot, Upper's got to keep them off the glass. And in that case, Harding gets an offensive rebound and a putback.
Nice pick and roll pass inside, layup good, and that's how you beat a good defense with crisp passing as Kessler scores.
Good interior passing there by the two big guys for Upper.
5-2 Rams as that's knocked out of bounds. Darris nearly got the steal, but we'll take a look at the replay of the nice passing inside. Got the pick and roll to work, and then you get that extra pass across the lane for the hoop.
Isles and Kessler really worked well together on that play.
And you love this. That reminds me of old Upper Sandusky basketball when you have two of the post players just, playing together. Yeah. But on the other end, a nice post move and finish by Jeffrey Jones.
Yeah, Jeffrey Jones going to the glass and rebound of the basketball. Again, Upper forced him to take a shot that Upper's going to want to give up, but they don't do a very good job of keeping him off the offensive glass.
Nearly taken away, but the Rams still with possession. Turnovers, as we said, have been a problem for them, and that one was an unforced turnover, the first of the game.
He had an open cutter, but the cutter really wasn't looking for the basketball, but he cut to the basket. And that's one of the things that you got to make sure that you do is when you cut, you got to cut to score, which means you got to look for the basketball in that return pass.
Jones gets it right side to Long. Out the Dyer now. Pulls up from the elbow off the back iron, but an offensive rebound once again by Jeffrey Jones. Second offensive rebound already here in the first quarter for Harding. Long Thought about pulling up, but found his teammate inside Hemphill for the lay-in, and they get the lead 6-5.
All three of Harding's baskets have come on second chance opportunities. So Upper cannot afford to allow Harding to continue to hit the offensive glass.
And this is why they have such a high percentage inside the paint, too, getting good open looks. The referee's going to change the call here. It actually went off the foot of an Upper player.
Yeah, the baseline official didn't see it. A good job by the officials there conferring with each other to see that the correct call was made.
Hemphill, another nice pass inside the Long. Tough contested shot goes. And head coach Jeff Winslow, not happy, calls timeout. Once again, you see it, they're losing their man underneath. They're not opening up and seeing the whole play.
Really, actually, until that possession there, they had done a good job of getting Harding to take the shot that they wanted to take, which was a perimeter jump shot, and they just did not do a very good job of rebounding the ball. On that play there, Coach Winslow really upset because I'm sure that his emphasis is we got to keep the ball out of the paint, and somebody just lost a backdoor cutter that was able to finish right at the rim.
We want to welcome everybody watching live and free this evening on the OH Report, Facebook and YouTube channels. Let us know where you're watching from. Give us a shout out. We'll shout you out here on 3 days after Christmas. Let us know, how was your Christmas? I had a great Christmas. I was able to beat the Storm back to West Virginia. Had a nice weekend peacefully at home. Let us know where you had it. I'll ask Coach here when we get a break on how he spent Christmas, but it seemed like a lot of you in North Central Ohio were pretty much snowed and iced in. Sometimes that's a good thing, though. Upper looking to get the lead back, down 3. Deep 3 in the air by Montgomery, but nothing but net. We're tied.
Good pass out of the post by Kessler, but you can see Harding very aggressive of getting the ball in bounds and trying to attack in transition.
Yeah, before I can even get the points up on the board, they're already in the paint.
Yeah,
this is a fast team that knows how to get out in transition. Hemphill alone at the top of the key, but gives it off. We're going to get a foul, and it's on Gavin Fry. So he's getting his first minutes of the year, and he'll be awarded the first foul of the night. Midway point here, first quarter, 8-8. As Harding now making a couple substitutions. Gets it in. Jaden Jones works it around. Back out the Long. Long's going to drive in, kick it left side to Hemphill. Quick passing here. Long misses it, but not boxed out, takes it in for the bucket.
I mean, again, another second chance scoring opportunity, and Harding takes care of it. So almost every Harding basket here has been off of an offensive rebound.
As you see it right here on the BS Media replay. And that's an easy one. You're guarding the shooter. You just turn and get a body on him, and that doesn't happen. The ball comes to you instead of him. But instead, he went to jump, look for the block, goes by him, easy bucket. Long called for his first foul. Team's first. Fry, closely guarded, picks up his dribble, but gets it away to Isles. Now inside to Kessler, kicks it back out, barely reached Montgomery. Back around to Kessler for 3. He knew it as it left his hands. Upper leads.
You know, Upper's done a really good job at the offensive end of the floor of moving the ball and moving people. So they got to be happy with how they're playing offensively. They just got to shore up a little bit defensively here of keeping them off the glass. And again, here's another offensive rebound.
Backside rebound, gets back outside for 3. Another one, but this time Kessler is there with the board.
Kessler gets, got a big defensive board there.
Back comes the Rams. Nice behind the back by Darris. Pulls up, gives it to Kessler. Tried to get it inside to Isles, but he turns it over. Maybe pulled up a little bit. I saw a little yank of the jersey right there to keep him, but I don't think that's enough to get a call.
But Coach Winslow wanted a bounce pass on that. A bounce pass is just going to be a lot easier to handle for that cutter. But again, pretty good offense there by Upper of getting an open cutter to the basket. They just didn't complete it by making the pass.
And that's been getting better with Upper as the games have gone on. You know, we saw the game against Columbia, and they weren't crisp, fast passes, and it caused turnovers. This time, the last couple of games, they're moving it faster. They're getting open looks, and it's paid off.
Great help side defense there by Isles. Came across and backside help, deflected it, almost got a steal. So really happy with that.
Harding with the inbounds. Gets it over to Jones, pulls up, and teardrops in. Layden Jones with his first points. It's 12-11. Fry, double teamed. Gets it to Isles, kicks it right side. Lamb, he's going to try a three in the corner, and he hits.
So Upper shooting it really well from three-point range.
Four different players with a three. And
they moved the ball, and they have not been contested threes. And so, you know, Upper's kind of back to their old selves a little bit here in the first quarter, you know, of the team that, you know, has proven that they can really shoot the three.
Yeah, and that was a great pass from Isles.
Yeah,
both hands on it, some force. It wasn't a lob, and it allowed him to take the open shot.
Isles and Kessler both have done a good job of passing out of the post. That time, Isles making the skip pass from the opposite wing to the corner.
Trey Cady gets it in to Alex Stokes. Works it back out to Cady. And an offensive foul. Watch Fry down here on the block.
Good job.
Got his feet down.
So you can see Fry's effect in the game right now. You know what they missed. He's just a guy that's has some toughness about him and has some really good basketball sense of seeing that a guy drives the basketball out of control, jumps in the air, and he's able to step in and take a charge.
90 seconds left, first quarter. Upper leading by 2. Fry gets it to Montgomery. Looked for that backdoor cut, but it wasn't available. He's going to take it himself, forces one up, no good. Rebound.
Might have been some contact there. Montgomery, that's a pretty good drive and showed good patience in the high post, being able to take the ball to the basket.
Lang nearly threw it away, but gets into the hands of Dyer. He takes it to the hole. Got it and one.
Yep.
For a second, when you're thinking maybe a charge, but instead it's going to be Fry's second.
Let's see. You got to like the effort by Upper at the defensive end. Had a charge the last possession, tried to take a charge on this possession.
Missed the free throw, but it goes right into the hands of Stokes. Puts it back, no good. He gets his rebound again. And they finish.
I mean, if you take away the second chance points here, it's probably about a 14-4 Upper Sandusky lead.
6 offensive rebounds already.
So you really got to give Harding credit is that they've done a great job of getting to the offensive glass. Nice move. Nice move by Ethan Kessler. I mean, their post guys have done a great job of showing patience in the post, whether passing out of it or in that case taking 2 dribbles, jump stopping, showing a little ball fake, and then shooting it over the top.
20 seconds left. It looks like Harding will hold for the final shot here in a 16-16 game. Dyer going to get into the set. Top of the key to Long. Right side, 3 in the air. Off the iron, no good. Long gets his own rebound.
And offensive rebound stays here. Upper tipped it out of bounds. But again, another offensive rebound by Marion Harding. So 5 seconds to go in the quarter. I mean, I think the big emphasis is going to be here is Upper's going to want to force them to take a perimeter shot with some pressure. So,
and there's still plenty of time to run a set that you'd want out of bounds.
Yeah,
too.
But I think, you're going to want to look for something out of bounds right here. And probably something, if you can, get it quick, because right now the best offense that Harding's had is their ability to get to the offensive glass. So they're in a stack set here.
Long gets it in right back to him for 3. Yes. They executed it perfectly, and that's how the first quarter is going to end. We played one here at Upper Sandusky. Marion Harding leading by 3. You're watching Boys High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
One quarter in the books. Harding leading 19-16. They start with the ball in quarter number 2. Travis Berardi alongside Coach Joe Baylog, and this has been an entertaining first quarter, but for Upper it could have gone better if they would have hit the defensive glass a little bit more.
And so Upper comes out to the first possession, a change defensively. They go 2-3 zone, force a deep 3, which Katie air balls, and now Harding's showing a little bit of different defensive pressure. Looks like a 1-2-2 in about the 3-quarter court, and turned it over.
And they get another offensive rebound out of it. They'll reset, up by 3. 3 in the air for Jones, and he hits. So back-to-back 3-point buckets gives Harding a bit of a cushion.
And Harding goes to this 1-2-2, 3-quarter court press. So it'll be interesting to see how Upper handles this.
Darris, triple team for the moment, but backs it back out. Goes right side to Kessler. Looked for Isles, finally does get it to him as he gets outside. Back to Darris. Darris is going to try a 3 with the hand in his face, and he hits. Second 3 of the night for him. He's got 6, but quickly ahead. Long offensive foul.
You know, Darris hits a big 3 to start the game, hits a big 3 to start the second quarter, and now I think Kessler's the guy that steps in. I think it's Isles steps in and takes a charge. So Upper's taken 2 charges, had a chance that they almost took a third. So if they continue to take charges, the one thing that does to a team offensively, sometimes you get a little bit tentative of maybe taking the ball to the basket as strong as they do. But again, here's Harding in a 1-2-2. 3-quarter court press.
Only the third foul against Harding, but it's a big one as Long, leading the team with 9 points, has to take a seat on the bench. Upper, yes they did, turned it over as Kessler just had his toe on the sideline. They kind of got a little antsy there passing.
But Montgomery, that's a pretty good look, though, against pressure. You know, against the 1-2-2, that diagonal pass from the half-court area to that backside many times is open. Kessler just got to make sure he catches it with 2 hands and gets his feet down.
Harding running the weave. Jones, he'll pull up from 3, hits the back iron, no good.
Much better job there of Upper boxing out. Force the contested 3 and box him out.
And quickly in transition as well. Justin Heilman into the game for Upper.
You know, Upper's been good in the half court when they've just moved the ball and moved people. You know, when they got the ball to go side to side in the court.
But Heilman throws it away. Levi Lamb will check in for him, though.
Not the best pass, but also Montgomery's just got to move his feet and try to catch that ball with 2 hands. I mean, you got to kind of help your teammates sometimes and just move to not have that unforced turnover.
But to your point about the Upper offense, they're not just standing there with the ball 2 seconds. They're either passing it or moving the ball, something they really didn't get going in the first few games. This is looking more like the Upper Sandusky that we've expected to see. Tough shot for Harding, and we're going to get a foul on the rebound. Who's that going to go against?
I don't think Coach Winslow's going to be very happy with that, because I think the thing he emphasized at the quarter was their ability to box out. And it looked like Lamb tried to do a really good job of boxing out, and they call him for a hold.
Yeah, Harding may be the more athletic team, but if you just work harder than them, you can get the box out. It's just about effort sometimes. You just gotta
find them, especially with Harding, you got to get them maybe a step further than you normally would.
Upper gets a turnover. That's the third on Harding. Nearly taken away, but knocked out of bounds by Ledden Jones. 5:06 left in the half here. 22-19, Marion Harding leading. On this final 3 days of 2022. Isles gets it to Montgomery. Nice jump by him.
Good
Ball
offense.
in the air for Lamb.
That was good offense, though. They ran a little flare screen, and then Lamb came off of a down screen right to the top to get an open three.
Just a tad bit off to the left, but it was a good shot. He had time. Back comes Harding. Jones gets it over to Dyer.
Upper Sandusky back in a man-to-man after they started 2-3 zone to start the quarter.
Jones can't get it to go.
Great box out.
They're going to call a double foul.
Man. I mean, again, Coach Winslow cannot be very happy with that call. I mean, he did a great job of boxing out. I don't know.
Here it is, and
that's a great box out by Lamb. I don't know how that's a double foul.
He had the box out before Katie took to the air.
Yeah. I don't know. They called a double foul.
They did.
So I don't know how it's a double foul.
Actually, they called a foul on Hemphill, who was not getting boxed out. So it was two fouls in different areas there.
Yeah,
called by the same ref, but we play on.
Play on. Upper's got the basketball, so they're in a good position here.
Yeah, the only thing that they gave up was a foul each, but Upper did come out with the ball. Coming up on the midway point of quarter number 2. Montgomery, he's going to drive it in with the floater, but didn't get enough under it, and Harding gets the ball. Jones works it around to Hemphill, then back out to Jaden for 3. Off the mark, rebound, and a bump.
I mean, Lamb is doing a great job of boxing out. I mean, he's a 6-foot guard. Maybe that might be exaggerated a little bit, but he has done a tremendous job of setting a tone here in the second quarter to keep Harding off the offensive glass. Again, Harding's in this 1-2-2 half-court pressure.
Isles with a tough move gets it to go.
You got to be really happy if you're Upper with the play of Isles and Kessler inside. They've done a really good job of just showing patience, their ability to pass the ball against pressure, and then their ability, if they get matched up one-on-one, of being able to take the ball to the basket.
But it's answered by Dyer, his first points, and it's back to a 4-point game.
Dyer with a quick catch and shoot. But again, Upper did a pretty good job there of pressuring that shot.
Darris gets into the lane, puts it up, just misses, but an offensive rebound. That tough one won't go.
Kessler on the glass, Isles on the glass. Great effort there by Upper Sandusky of getting to the offensive glass to get a second opportunity.
It will finish in a turnover by Upper, but you're seeing a little more fight from them on the glass, which you want to see, especially if you're head coach Jeff Winslow.
And you got to be happy then at the defensive end because they've done a good job of keeping Harding off the offensive glass, which was a struggle in the first quarter.
And you saw the last couple times they fought for the ball. They got there first, and they drew a foul too. Left side open 3, got it to go. Marcus Hemphill,
only a freshman. But from a physical standpoint, a good-looking freshman.
Largest lead of the night for Harding, 28-21. It's a 7-point margin. Darris. He'll drive it in the lane, and he's going to get bumped. We take a look at the three once again.
A good pass, and Hemphill shot ready, knocks that shot down. But again, you know, if you're Upper, you'd like to get a little bit more pressure on that shot, but it's a shot you're probably going to have to give up rather than letting get a penetration in the lane or get to the offensive glass.
Darris.
Little box set, screen to screener action here. Lamb gets an open three in the corner and hits it. You know, a big part of the game that sometimes goes unnoticed are teams' ability to score off baseline out of bounds. So a big special situation there, and that they're able to execute and get an open three.
That's the big word there. Execution was perfectly executed, and it led to 3 points. Harding looking to answer once again, up 4. Pull up from the free throw line, no good. Rebound Upper. They have a chance to cut this to 1 possession. And we're going to get a foul on Upper on Isles as you take a look at the replay here. Moving screw, jeez.
Yeah.
That'd be a moving screen.
Yeah, he was moving. He just need to stop there and hold his position. So
the 5th foul on Upper. Coming up on 90 seconds left in the half. Hemphill, double teamed, looks to kick it back out. Instead, jump ball, and it will be a change of possession. Great job there by Upper to get the double team down on the block.
Yep, forced him to make a couple pivots, and then he kind of put the ball right in the defender's hands and able to get a jump ball.
We're getting a bench warning.
Substitution on Marion Harding is number 4.
I don't know if it was a bench warning or just the referee giving an explanation to one of the assistants. But all good here.
So this possession, Harding picking up man-to-man full court. Looks like they're going to maybe run and jump here.
Montgomery will bring it up. Oh, loses his handle. Gets it back out to Lamb. Works inside the Isles. Back out to Kessler for 3. Off the front iron. Kessler nearly got the rebound, but it goes to Harding. Jones into the lane, puts it up, can't get it to go, gets his own offensive rebound, and then we'll get a foul. Just take a look at the replay.
Number 25, Ethan Kessler.
You know, Kessler, anytime you come down with your hands, it's pretty much going to be a foul, even if you block the shot.
You're not straight up, yep.
So you have to be straight up. But Harding there, Jones doing a really good job of being aggressive with his right hand at the basket. And then, again, the strength of this team tonight has been their ability to get second shots. So, again, a second chance scoring opportunity that they convert.
Jones hits both. Back up to a 6-point game here with under a minute left in the half. Make sure to stay tuned for the Kimmel Corporation halftime. We'll have stats analysis and much more coming up. Darris over to Montgomery. Tries driving baseline, instead gets it back out to Kessler. He'll try driving in. Backdoor the Lamb, layup good.
Well, Lamb's played really well. He's been a key factor at the defensive end of boxing out at the offensive end. He's done a really good job of moving without the basketball.
He leads the Rams with 8 points. Pull-up jumper. Can't go. And Upper, no, somehow back out with it was Dyer. Inside layup, no good, but we'll go to the line. Out Stokes.
Kessler had his hands on that rebound. It just couldn't get it to his chin. And then Dyer did a really good job of just ripping it out of his hands.
And that's a tough foul with 15 seconds left. That's the 3rd on Isles.
Yeah, that's huge because Isles and Kessler have played really well here in the first half.
Stokes makes the first. Isles will check out for the rest of the quarter, but that's all right. They bring in Heilman, a 3-point shooter anyway. They'll hold for the last shot, you have to think. Misses the second, and it comes out.
Good job of the box out on the free throw here.
Under 10 to play. Montgomery 5 seconds. Looks to get it to Darris at the top of the key. Right side, Lamb. He's going to try a contested three. Off the rim, no good. And that is how the half will end.
But again, good ball movement on that last possession by Upper. I mean, they got it to the hot ham and Lamb, and although contested, Lamb got a good look at the basket.
That's it for the first half. Marion Harding leading Upper Sandusky 31-26. We'll take a break. Be back with the Kimmel Corporation halftime show, stats, analysis, and much more. You're watching Boys High School Hoops live and free, exclusively on the OH Report.
Better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Tonight's high school basketball broadcast brought to you live and free right here on the OH Report. Thanks to our generous sponsors, Wilson Tire. At Wilson Tire Company, we sell new and used tires and provide tire services to customers in Upper Sandusky. No matter which location you visit, we'll prove that Wilson Tire Company is the best when it comes to tire services and alignment. Chris Darris, Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college, grandchildren, or just trying to protect the financial future of the ones you care about most, Chris can develop specific strategies to help you achieve your goals. Kimmel Corporation. Kimmel Corporation is a fourth-generation family-owned and operated company. We understand your business isn't just your business, it's your life. That's why we've dedicated ourselves to help companies like yours look and perform at their very best. Quest Federal Savings Bank. Check out Quest Federal Credit Union, your local member-owned full-service financial institution with products and services for members of all ages. Spherion Mid-Ohio, let us help you build the career you want or the awesome team you want. We build real relationships with you so we can understand what you need and get it for you fast. Frito-Lay, we are driven and inspired by our purpose, food that matters for life's moments, and BS Media Productions. If you need a commercial or any media production done, contact Brian Skoronsky at BS Media Productions. We'll take a break. Be back with the Kimmel Corporation halftime show after this, live and free on the OH Report.
To do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
We welcome you back to Upper Sandusky High School for the Kimmel Corporation halftime show. Travis Berardi alongside head coach Joe Baylog. 31-26 in favor of Marion Harding, and a very entertaining first half. Upper Sandusky doing pretty much everything right except the defensive glass, and that's what's gotten Harding out in front.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Upper, you got to be happy that you've done a pretty good job of handling Harding's pressure. You haven't turned it over for, easy layups. And at the offensive end, you've done a great job of moving the basketball, getting the shots you want. But Travis, as you mentioned, the big difference is Harding's ability to get to the offensive glass. I think you said they have 10 offensive rebounds, and I would anticipate that as you look on film that they have probably scored off of all of those offensive rebounds. So going into the half, you're Upper, you're just saying, man, if we keep them off the glass, we're right where we want to be. So, again, the emphasis as you go to the second half will be, Upper's got to do a better job of rebounding the ball at the defensive end and continue to do a good job of handling the pressure and not turning the ball over. If you're Marion Harding, you're going to emphasize, hey, man, we got to continue to go to the offensive glass, and then you're going to try to probably pick up that pressure a little bit and see if you can get them to turn them over. Because usually with pressure, what you kind of see is that it may not affect you in the first half, but if you continue to pressure, you're telling your guys there's going to be a 2 or 3 minute stretch where we're going to get them and get 3 or 4 quick baskets in a row and be able to stretch this lead out.
Of the 15 boards for Harding, 10 of them come from the offensive glass, and those second chance points, and almost all of them have them out in front, 31-26. And on the other side, 10 total field goals for Upper Sandusky, 6 of them from beyond the arc. That's kept them into it. But let's take a look now at some individual scoring First for Harding, Marquis Long sat out the last couple minutes with foul trouble, but leads Harding with 9 points. Marcus Hemphill with 5. Jeffrey Jones with 4, as well as Layden Jones. Jaden Jones with 3. Braylon Dyer with 3. And Alex Stokes with 1. As for Upper Sandusky, Levi Lamb with 8 points to lead the way. Darris with 6. Kessler with 7. Montgomery with 3. Isles with 2. Balance scoring for the Rams. It was 19-16 Harding in the first quarter. They outscored Upper 12-10 in the second for the 31-26 advantage. And that will do it for the Kimmel Corporation halftime show.
Good job, Gavin.
And also at halftime, the All-Ohioans for the Upper Sandusky football team were honored, and one Gavin Fry was honored as well for being a defensive back, but he wasn't honored because he was in the locker room.
So Upper comes out in a little bit of looks like a 2-3 zone, but looks like they're going to trap out of it a little bit and see if they can force a turnover here.
Nice skip pass, and that's how you beat that zone. Couldn't get the fall, but another offensive rebound. And we're getting the foul, and if this is on Isles, this is not good. It's not, though. It's on Montgomery. Another offensive rebound to start the second half, and it leads to a foul on the Rams. Jaden Jones to inbound.
Looks like we're trying to run a lob there to Long, but they didn't throw it.
Long now with it. Gets it away to Jaden Jones. Just underway second half. Jones back to Marquis Long. He'll drive it in. Contested layup, no good, but Kessler's there with the rebound.
They just isolated Long there on the elbow and let him try to drive it hard with his right hand to the basket.
Lamb loses the handle, gives it away. Quickly ahead, easy layup and finish.
One of the few times that Upper has turned it over that's led to an easy transition basket for Harding. So Harding's able to stretch this out to a 7-point lead right now.
Ties the largest lead of the night for the Presidents. Lamb is going to get fouled as we take a look at the strip and the bucket on the other side. Dyer went for the strip from behind but got more body than the ball, and he gets called for the foul. That's his second. Looking for the quick pass inside. Instead, it's thrown away. And it leads again to an easy layup. So 2 possessions in a row for the Rams. 2 turnovers, 2 buckets for Harding.
Yeah, Coach Winslow with a quick timeout because, they've got it to 9, and what you want to try to prevent is letting that get to a double-digit lead here in the first 2 minutes of the second half. But what we mentioned at the half was Upper had done a good job of not turning it over and letting it lead to Harding getting easy baskets. And what we've seen here in the first 2 possessions that Upper's had is they've turned the ball over, and it's led to really easy baskets in transition.
I want to say hello to everybody watching live and free tonight on Facebook and YouTube. Continue to let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. We'll shout you out, just like Danny Stansberry. Let's go Rams. Pam Gilchrist, go Rams. James Chafin. Let's go XL, Marion Harding. Breeson, Prexy Pride, and one Jake Furr. Awesome to hear the OH Report GOAT on the call. He's not talking about me, Coach. He's talking about you.
I saw he posted on Facebook on Christmas about having some chili, and I almost was.
That chili looked good,
was going to try to drive over to his house.
I'd drive through Rice to get some chili. Lamb thought about the 3 instead, takes the easy lay-in.
That was a big possession for Upper Sandusky. They turned it over twice and allowed Harding's lead to stretch to 9, and now they get a great look, and they cut it back to 7.
Lamb, the first in the double digits. He has 10. On the other end now, Harding. Long. He's going to take it into the paint, pulls up and puts it in. That was too easy for him. Marquis now in the double figures with 11. 2 minutes gone by, third quarter. 9-point Prexy lead. Darris, nice backdoor cut. Lamb, but can't get the reverse layup to go.
Good contest there by Hemphill.
And on the other end, Marquis Long just put it into overdrive and forces the foul on Darris. Nearly made it the and one, but just missed.
Long's come out a lot more aggressive. It seems like maybe they talked to him at the half about being more aggressive offensively because they came out and ran a set for him right away. And now here in transition and half-court offense, he's shown his quickness and his ability to put the ball on the floor and get to the lane or get to the basket, and his ability to finish.
Second free throw.
Got a really nice shooting stroke.
And something Long's done on this transition, he's made it into the lane quick enough to where Upper Sandusky cannot get in front of him and get set for that charge either.
Yeah, he's doing a nice job of jump stopping on 2 feet, and then he's got the athletic ability that he can kind of elevate over top of people.
And another reach around foul.
Foul is on Marion Harding's number 5, Parker Iden.
That's going to go against Parker Iden, who's just now in for the first time tonight. And that's the second time we've seen that reach around get called.
Yeah.
Lamb gets it inside to Isles. And that's going to be a jump ball. They threaded the needle there, but there are two defenders close to him.
Kind of put Isles in a tough spot, though. That was number one, a tough catch, and didn't put it really in a position that he was going to be able to have an effective post move inside.
Rams keep possession on the jump ball. Isles loses the handle, but it comes out to Lamb. Lamb. Back out to Kessler now. He's going to try to drive it in, gets it back out to Lamb. Harding closely guarding Upper Sandusky, not allowing them to get those three-point shots off, but that's a nice pass inside, back out. There's Fry. Ball fake, back out to Kessler. He's going to drive baseline, pull one up. Short, and a rebound to Hemphill. Back down the Long now. He'll kick it back out, but a travel. Break for Upper Sandusky there, Coach.
Yeah. I mean, just, he kind of had the open three, but decided not to take it and, got called for a walk. I mean, the big thing right now is Upper's trying to just get this back to a single digits and not let it get out of hand here, in the third.
Darris, he's going to drive it in the lane. Tried the Euro step instead. Barely gets it over to Lamb. Back out to Montgomery. He's going to try a three. It's off the mark. Offensive rebound by Kessler. He's fouled. Great effort by Kessler to get position.
I mean, I think what you've seen a little bit defensively from Harding here in the second half is they've amped up their pressure a little bit. They've been a little bit more aggressive on the basketball. They've gotten some deflections, which have led to some steals and easy baskets. But great effort there by Kessler to get to the offensive glass. Upper's done a much better job of that, since the first quarter.
Kessler hasn't taken many free throws this season, but he hits the first. Make that 2 in a row. So Isles will replace Kessler, and Upper's got it back to within 9 now, 39-30, with 4:33 left in the third quarter. Plenty of time left still for Upper.
Yeah,
there's a lot of time. They just
time.
can't let it balloon anymore.
I mean, the good thing right now if you're Upper is we talk a lot as coaches talk a lot about the first 3 minutes, so they have not allowed the game to get out of hand in the first 3 minutes. I mean, I think if you're Coach Winslow, you would like to cut a little bit more into this lead, but right now you're okay. And so your goal is to maybe try it by the end of the quarter to get this to a 4 or 5 point game if you can.
Jaden Jones with it. Gets the Katie, tried forcing it inside. It's a turnover. Upper, 3 for Darris off the back iron. And had a position for the offensive rebound.
Montgomery was inside. He just was not, they were a little bit more athletic, being able to go over the top and grab the rebound. But again, another turnover here by Harding, kind of an unforced turnover.
Yeah, now they with back-to-back turnovers.
Yep.
Fry jumped out of the gym to get that one.
Oh.
Didn't have the look, though.
Yeah, got a strong drive to the basket, just was a little bit off balance and unable to finish.
Offensive foul. That's not going to be a bucket. Take a look at the replay. And it's going to be a push in the back on the offensive rebound by Katie.
actually the bucket I think is going to count.
Or are they going to count it?
Because he did not. It wasn't the rebounder that tipped it in.
They just said basket does not count though.
Huh.
So
that's kind of interesting.
We'll see the replay one more time.
If you look at the replay, the shot is up, and he just pushed him in the back on the shot. So actually, the bucket probably should have counted, but for Uppers, that's why
for them.
That's why you like the home court.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't touched or anything after the foul was called. It just took a bounce off the back iron and in. Kessler. Actually, that's Lamb. Back out to Darris. 39-30 Harding. Darris will pull things back out. They'll reset. Now Kessler with it. Gets it inside the Lamb. Ball fakes. Layup. Good.
Yep. You know, Lamb, as we said earlier, Lamb has done a really good job of just moving without the basketball. And what Upper did there, they were able to reverse the court, what we call reverse the court, a couple times. And when you do that and you make defense move, it makes cuts like that, available and open.
4-0 Upper run, has it back down to 7. Long will look to answer, loses the handle.
Got a deflection.
But they got lucky with it, and it found the hands of Jones, and he's fouled as you take a look at the replay here.
But again, you can see Long's come out here in the second half and is a lot more aggressive of putting the ball on the floor and trying to attack the basket.
Harding gets the inbound. Dyer gets it out to Jones. Back out to Dyer. Looking to get the Long instead. Hands it to Jeffrey Jones. Step back by Dyer. No good, but good positioning. Put back and in. Another offensive rebound, another score.
Jones has proven why he's one of the leading rebounders in the MOAC. Great effort there to get to the offensive glass and finish.
And Upper on the other end tried forcing it, turns it over. Let's take a look at the replay of the offensive rebound and put back.
One of the things you teach for offensive rebounders is try to go what we call inside out, and he was able to get inside position and grab that.
And we'll get a foul on Upper.
Foul on Upper Sandusky's number 22, Levi Lamb.
That's going to be the second on Levi Lamb.
Yeah, Lamb kind of caught an elbow as Long split that trap. Was looking for maybe an offensive foul, but they called the hold on him.
Jaden Jones,
big steal.
Intercepted. Kessler into the lane, layup good. Big bucket off the steal for Upper.
Upper just continue to fight, and they're holding right there. So they got it to 7 here with 1:40 to go in the third quarter. Trying to get it to maybe a 5 or a 4-point game by the end of the quarter.
Kessler closely guarding, nearly gets the steal. And I think they said it was touched out of bounds by Kessler.
Yeah, Kessler deflected, and I think when he went to the ground, he was out of bounds. So, but Upper kind of giving Harding a little bit of their own medicine here of being really aggressive.
Kessler going to get called for the foul there. Tried to get the quick grab for the jump ball, but Long able to pull that away. That was the same play we saw at the end of the first quarter, too, that little give and go to get him open, but Kessler read it.
Yeah, they flashed, and then Long was the inbounder, came right back and got it. But Kessler did a good job of stopping it, just a little bit too aggressive with his hands.
That is Kessler's third. Walk. Take a look at the replay. A couple too many steps, and I don't think that was even intended for Jones.
Really, one of the things you talk about offensively is spacing, and the spacing of Harding there wasn't very good, and really was what cost the turnover.
Darris on the right side, double team, gets it into Isles. Tough shot though, didn't collect himself and misses. Back comes Harding. Long underneath the bucket, kicks it back out. That's Jaden Jones. They'll reset with a minute left here in the third. That was a tough shot on the other end by Isles. Thought maybe somebody was going to come over to guard him and rushed it.
Yeah, he rushed it a little bit. Could have shown a little bit more patience there.
Katie in and out, but an offensive rebound again put back. And Harding's going to take a timeout with 45 seconds left, up by 9 as you take a look at the replay one more time. Just nobody was on Jaden Jones, and he took an easy run to the hoop.
Yeah, I mean, when you, as we've mentioned a lot in this game, you look, Upper looking back, they're going to be really disappointed that, they just have not been able to limit the second chance opportunities that Harding's had.
Now, that was only the third offensive rebound of the quarter, but all three have led to buckets.
Yeah, and I'm going to say, that's 13 offensive rebounds now, and I'm going to bet, Travis, that all 13 of them have led to some kind of point.
Absolutely.
Whether it's a put back 2 or getting to the free throw line, I think maybe even one of them led to a wide open 3 off of an offensive rebound.
Rams with possession. Would you hold for the final shot here?
Well, I think what Upper's going to do is they're going to try to move the ball and get the best look that they can. Whether that's early here, but I'm.
Ooh. Instead, it's going to lead to a turnover and shots for Harding. And even worse, that's the 4th foul on Ethan Kessler.
Yeah. I mean, Harding's pressure has led for them to get easy opportunities to score. We saw it right at the beginning of the third, and now here, this late possession here at the end of the third. And that was one of the things we said Upper had done a pretty good job of in the first half, is that they had not allowed turnovers to turn into easy scoring opportunities.
Got them both. 45-34, 20 seconds left. Quickly ahead is Montgomery. Backs it out. Gets it to Darris. 12 seconds. Darris looking to get in the lane. He does. Nice pass over to Isles, and he's fouled. He will go to the line with 6.6 left in the quarter.
Really nice penetration by Darris and even a better pass. So now, Isles here trying to convert these two to get it back to a single-digit game.
He hits the first. Only the 3rd point by Kamen. He did have a bit of foul trouble there in the first half, though.
Now, important thing here is either on make or miss. Upper's got to keep the ball in front and try to force Harding into a difficult shot.
Makes the second 9-point game. 3 seconds left. Long with the ball. Pulls up for 3 at the buzzer. Yes! And that's how we will end the third quarter. Long leads all scorers with 16. It's a 12-point lead for Harding as we head to the fourth. We'll take a break. You're watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
We are in money time here at Upper Sandusky. Marion Harding with its largest lead of the evening, 12 points, 50-36, and they begin the fourth with the ball. Travis Berardi alongside Joe Baylog and Coach. 17-10 quarters, giving Harding a little bit of a breathing room here in the fourth.
Long hits a big three at the end of the quarter, but you got to give Hemphill a lot of credit because he set a massive screen at about the half-court line to get him open for that three.
Yeah, Long's the guy you want to have the ball in his hands at the end of a quarter, and he's done it twice already tonight. Tough fought shot there.
So that is huge because Harding ends the quarter with the three, starts this quarter with the two. So 5 points, and Upper had not been able to touch the basketball.
And they're not going to get a shot off there either as they turn it over for the 12th time. Take a look at the replay. Just muscling himself underneath for the hoop.
Ethan Kessler returns the Upper Sandusky.
You know, one of the things we said with teams that pressure is it may not happen in the first half, but, you know, you try to wear people down, and I think, you know, a little bit that pressure's wearing Upper Sandusky down a little bit because they made some passes that they didn't, you know, make in the first half, turned it over. And so Harding imposing their will a little bit on Upper here in the second half.
Dyer gets it off to Hemphill. Back out to Long. Minute gone by in the fourth. 14-point lead for Marion Harding.
And Harding right now just trying to spread them out and do what we call a little bit of dribble drive offense where they're going to look to attack the paint and either get to the basket and finish, or they're going to try to draw help and ditch the open players.
Not only that, they're running clock as well.
Good defense there by Isles. Went straight up.
And we'll get a timeout.
I hate that call. Loose ball, and not sure if they really have possession of it. But good job there by Isles of playing straight up, and then excellent hustle by Jones. You know, he got his shot blocked, but didn't fret or pout about it. Got right back on the floor, and was able to call timeout and get a possession for Harding.
So Marion Harding leading 50-36, 16 points by Marquis Long tonight, leading all scorers. And he's showing why he was an all-conference player last year.
Yeah, he's played really well tonight for them.
And a candidate for tonight's West Federal Credit Union MVP. Can't get that one to fall, but somehow another offensive rebound.
And it was Jones again. Jones has been really active on the glass and just inside here in the second half.
Hemphill thought about a three instead. Will give it away. Dyer gets it back to Hemphill. 6 minutes left, and they turn it over. 10th Harding turnover as Levi Lamb will check back in, but it's getting to that point where Upper Sandusky is going to have to be successful on each of their offensive possessions.
Yeah, I mean, I think right now you got to try to get to single digits here, at least, you know, in the next minute and a half to 2 minutes, and then, you know, hopefully something happens. So right now,
Fry got his pocket picked.
Yeah. Harding came out and showed a 1-3-1 in the half court. The disappointment is Upper turned it over, but they had only one guy get back.
Turned it over nearly again there, but given right back as you take a look.
So this change of defense has caused a little bit of confusion for Upper right now. So good coming out of the dead ball situation here of Harding showing a little bit different defense and has forced two quick turnovers by Upper Sandusky.
Inside, Kessler, hook shot, yes.
Good post up, good feed into the post by Fry. Kessler has been proven that he's really good with that little right-hand jump hook.
Back to a 14-point game. Harding nearly turned it over, but they get it back to the hands of Long. 5 minutes left. 52-38. Harding. Long, Euro step and gets it to fall.
Long really becomes a tough matchup right now when Upper's got to come out and pressure more than they would probably like to. And again, right now, this 1-3-1 zone is showing a little bit of difficulty for Upper to handle.
Fry tried the three, but got sent right back at him. Hemphill was able to get over there.
Yeah, Hemphill, good quickness of recovering, closing out with high hands and able to get a piece of the basketball.
He's in for Marquis Long.
So I think the thing you've seen in the second half here is the depth of Marion Harding is started to show too. They've worn down Upper Sandusky a little bit and just made things just a little bit tougher than maybe it was in the first half.
That three's no good. Back comes Harding. Jones traveled, gave it right back. So the door remains a little bit open for Upper Sandusky, but they just haven't been able to take advantage of these turnovers.
I think Coach Pearson would have liked to see that basketball get back out and, be able to spread the floor, run some clock, rather than trying to attack so quickly there, especially since you really weren't at an advantage, offensively to get to the basket.
Fry gives it to Montgomery. Looking inside, can't find anybody, gets it back out to Fry. And another turnover with the 1-3-1. Quickly ahead, Jones. And he's going to go to the line.
I mean, as you see with that 1-3-1, the length of Harding is causing a lot of problems for Upper Sandusky. Harding being able to get their hands in passing lanes and getting deflections, which is leading to turnovers. And again, an opportunity in transition advantage where they're able to go. So Jones going to the line, shooting two here.
One of the three losses Harding has this year was a 74-54 decision to Shelby. Shelby right now in the second quarter leading Mansfield Senior 39-30. Missed the second, but nearly another offensive rebound. Yeah, it will be.
Deflection. Upper getting a little bit frustrated right now.
.350 left, and another turnover on Harding.
I mean, good job there. They ran at Long to try to trap him at the half-court line and force him to step on the line, which forced the turnover.
Upper has scored 2 points here in the first 4.5 minutes of this fourth quarter. But that's answered. Montgomery hits a three, and Coach Winslow is going to take a timeout. His second three of the evening. Nice catch and release, and it was a quick one, too. If it wasn't, it would have been blocked.
Yeah. But even with that shot, Harding did a great job of closing out and getting pressure on it. So the 1-3-1 has caused some havoc, and that change of defense has kind of been a key to being able to take this game from about a 9-point game to right now a 14-point game, and it was, 17 points prior to that possession.
I want to say hello to Hunter Lay. Let's go Rams. Say hello to everybody watching tonight. Also, there's a new little thing we have on here. We are almost to 30,000 followers on Facebook, which is crazy.
Good job by Darius there of contesting that shot and then being able to come down with the rebound.
Right side, kick back out. Darius will try the three. In and out, no good. He had the look.
That was a good look.
Just a little too much on it. Another Euro step and finish on the other end. 20 points now for Marquis Long.
Marquis Long is showing why he's one of the better players in the Mid-Ohio Athletic Conference.
Nice pass inside to Kessler.
We saw some of that with Isles and Kessler in the first half. Those two post guys, they do a good job of playing off of each other. It's just that Upper's going to need more of that, as they continue here.
Long nearly went back.
Almost forced him.
Does turn it over, though.
You got to like the fight you're seeing out of Upper here.
Montgomery had too much time to think about that.
Just hesitated.
Jones with the finish. He has 7. 5 players for Harding has 7 points. Take that down to 6, you'd have 6 players. Darius hits for 3.
Uppers continue to fight. I mean, just trying to get it. Your goal is to try to get it under 10 here. They need a stop on this next possession. And if you can get it to 10 or under, then with 2 minutes, we've seen a lot of goofy things happen in the game of basketball.
Absolutely. But the fight of Upper Sandusky as well, you like to see that. Especially at this time of year when, you just had Christmas, you had a couple of games canceled because of weather, you haven't played in a while. New Year's the holidays really kind of throw a wrench in things sometimes for you because it kind of throws off your schedule because Christmas Day you don't practice.
Right.
Christmas Eve might go early, so you have a break, and then you get right back into game prep, so.
But Upper's a lot better than when we saw him against Tiffin.
Oh, absolutely.
Much
Absolutely.
better. So I think the one thing is, we talked about it. Fry's come back. He's helped them. They're just much. They've gotten healthier. It sounded like prior to that Tiffin game, they had a lot of sickness. So
everybody had sickness around. Yeah.
So you gotta be somewhat pleased that you've seen. At least from our standpoint, they look like a much better team.
Absolutely, they do.
So as you finish this game, you want to continue to finish strong, and hopefully continue to build as you get into the end of the first round of your league play and start the second round league play.
And this would actually be the 3rd consecutive game they put up a good fight. Mohawk nearly upset undefeated Mohawk. They did knock off Bucyrus, and then here against a pretty darn good Harding team, but we still have 2 minutes left. And another turnover, so they may get it down to 10 points by 2 minutes if they can get a quick shot off here.
Marquis Long's been good, but also Upper's done a pretty good job. They forced a couple turnovers by him and almost had a couple others. So Harding needing to do a little bit better job of taking care of the basketball here down the stretch.
Lamb into the lane. He's fouled and will go to the line.
I like the toughness that Lamb has shown tonight, at both ends of the floor. He kind of made that difference in the second quarter of being a guy that was going to, put a body on somebody and check some people out. Because the first quarter was, Upper was just not very good of keeping Harding off the offensive glass.
This to make it an 11-point game. Yes.
Just try to get a stop here or a steal and see what happens.
They do get it in.
Good trap here.
Over the Long, and now they're in the break. Kicks it back out to Hemphill with 1:40 left. They'll run clock.
Coach Pearson trying to get him to spread it out a little bit and make Upper come out.
And that's going to go against Lamb. That'll be his 3rd, and it will put Long to the line for a 1-and-1.
Upper's in that situation now where if you don't get a quick steal, you almost have to foul and see if they're going to make free throws.
They will have one more to give to set up a 1-and-1 before it's a 2-shot the rest of the way. Hits the first. 21 points now for Marquis Long. Got them both. Quickly ahead, Levi Lamb. Gets it out to Darius for 3. Short, but an offensive rebound. Fry out to Kessler for 3. Yes! So Upper gets the offensive rebound, and they get the 3.
Yeah, and they're, as we said earlier, the thing you got to like is that they have kept fighting. So again, with just over a minute to go, you're down 10. You've seen goofy things happen, but if you're in the huddle of Upper Sandusky, you're also working on kind of future games of just telling your kids, hey man, we got to keep fighting, see if we can create turnovers. If you're in Harding's huddle, Coach Pearson is saying, hey, we got to take care of the basketball.
Yep. Once they get it past half court, they've been fine. It's just in the back court that's been a problem.
You don't want to force the issue, and then you want to make sure that your best free throw shooters are coming to catch passes.
Yep.
Because if Upper doesn't turn you over, quickly, they're gonna look to foul.
And I don't think Reggie Miller is going to be running out of the locker room right now or anything like that. But hey, you never know. You get a quick steal, maybe a three.
I've seen a lot of goofy things happen in basketball over the years. So
have they happened for you or against you?
It's happened both.
Yeah,
happened both. We've had some breaks, but also had some unfortunate things happen in my coaching career.
You can listen to those stories on the Joe Show once we get into the new year on Wednesday nights. First episode was a hit too, Coach. Everybody complimented everything that you did. It was fun.
Hopefully, we'll be able to provide some insight into high school basketball here as
absolutely
to get into the grind of the season and give you a little bit of insight about I guess how coaches think, and then also be able to recognize a lot of the really good players we have, both boys and girls in this area.
Long back to the line. 1-1 hits the first. That's what you have to do to close out a game. Make your free throws.
And you gotta like a guy that wants the ball in his hands, and looks like he goes the line with a lot of confidence. I mean, got a good rhythm to his free throw shooting and a really good stroke.
So with 1:13 left, it's back to a 12-point game. Montgomery into the lane, back out to Darris. Now to Lamb for a deep three off the sidearn, no good. Rebound to Harding. They break the press. Hemphill kicks it over to Dyer, then inside to Long. And Coach Winslow now just saying, play straight up D, don't foul. And Fry now will foul as I say that. There's your announcer jinx for the night, folks.
Upper Sandusky number 5, Gavin Fry. Sends Braylon Dyer to the line.
So Braylon Dyer will now go to the line for the first time tonight. Dyer, an 83% free throw shooter. Makes the first. I've been impressed with the balance that Harding's had tonight, Coach.
The balance,
6 points, 8 points, 10, 7, 7, 24.
And the balance and the depth.
Yes.
The guys they've had come off the bench have not hurt them at all. And I think that the thing it's done is that depth's worn down, Upper Sandusky a little bit here in the second half, which is when you want to play pressure basketball, that's what you hope you can do.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Harding's still D1, correct?
Yes.
So they need that depth, especially when they get into tournament time.
Because they're gonna go to Columbus and have to play those teams.
Lamb with a tough shot. He continues the fight.
Lamb's played really well for Upper tonight.
16 points for him. Him and Kessler, 18 and 16. Pretty darn good. And there's the foul as Jeffrey Jones will go back to the line. So Harding going to get the win tonight.
Jeffrey Jones is at the line. He will have 2 attempts.
That'll give them their 6th win of the season.
You look back, the end of the third, the beginning of the fourth was crucial. Harding gets that 3 at the end of the third, and then they come out and get I think a putback.
It was
to start the fourth. So it went from 9
swing,
to 14, and Upper has not been able to recover. And then part of that too was Harding went to that 1-3-1.
Change of defense, exactly.
And they were able to turn them over like 2 consecutive possessions.
Missed them both.
So good job by Coach Pearson there of changing their defense.
Upper turns it over, and that'll
pretty much do it. I mean,
so Harding comes to Upper Sandusky and gets the victory.
I mean, a good road win and following a road win at Big Walnut. So, Harding's got to be happy with how they went into Christmas, and they got to be happy right now how they come out of that Christmas break, with a really good effort tonight.
65-53, the final in favor of Marion Harding. We'll take a break. Be back with our Quest Federal Credit Union MVP as well as the Kimmel Corporation post-game show, stats analysis, and much more. You're watching Boys High School Hoops live and free right here on the OH Report.
Things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Time now for our Quest Federal Credit Union MVP. He's nervous, but he shouldn't be because he put up a game-high 24 points. Marquis Long, the junior guard from Harding. First of all, Marquis, congratulations. Great game. You put up 24 points, 15 of them in the second half. Just at the half, what did the coaching staff tell you at the break to just do to get you to go off here in the second half?
The coaches told me to don't pick up no early fouls because I had to sit out the second quarter because I had 2 early quick fouls, and I was like, in my head, I was like, I can't get another foul because if I get another foul, I'm going to be out for the rest of the quarter until like fourth quarter. So I just played it smart and just do what I do best, play defense.
Not only that, but what goes into perfecting your game? Because you did it in multiple aspects tonight. Defensively, offensively, you could hit from beyond the arc a couple times to finish a quarter. You stepped out, hit a 3, and then also your speed, you can take it to the hole. Just what all do you do to perfect your craft here on the court?
I just work like I'm really a driver, but the coaches, they see that, so I have to involve in my game. Like in practice, I wake up in the morning early, involve on my shot, because earlier beginning of the year I wasn't shooting the ball really good, and I'm coming along and stuff like that.
You guys had 6 players
Yeah.
that scored 6 or more points tonight. It's a great balance that you had. You scored 24. Marcus scored 7. Jaden scored 7. Jeffrey scored 9. Braylon scored 9, and then Layden scored 6. So just what goes out there that you can just trust anybody on the court to get you a bucket?
Hey, if we try to go far in the tournaments, we got to trust everybody on the court. And like Coach said, always make the extra pass, and we just make the extra pass, and they make it.
Feels good when you can just pass it to anybody and know that it's going to go in, right?
Man, anytime.
You just talked about the tournament. You guys are Division I. You're playing in that tough Columbus district. What do you guys need to do to get better as you go on? You're pretty darn good right now, but what do you guys need to do to get even better as the season goes on?
We got to move the ball more and run our plays more and get our defense set quicker and don't pick up no quick fouls. Like right now we're doing good. We still got 2 more OCC schools. We're 2-1 so far. Hopefully we get a good playoff. I'm trying to make a run for my junior year.
Okay, and finally, as always, you want to look into the camera, give anybody a shout-out that you like. Go for it, my friend.
I'm going to just say don't sleep on Marion Harding.
Don't sleep on you?
We're young, but we're coming. Don't sleep on Marion Harding.
All right, and I love the Jumpman jerseys you guys got, too. Those are slick, man.
Oh, God, I like the hood, too, so that's why I like wearing it all the time.
All right, Marquis Long, tonight's Quest Federal Credit Union MVP, a game-high 24 points. Congratulations, Marquis, and good luck the rest of the way. We're going to take one more break and be back to wrap things up on the Kimmel Corporation post-game show right here live and free on the OH Report.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Welcome back to the Kimmel Corporation post-game show, where Marion Harding getting another quality victory on the season. They defeat Upper Sandusky 65-53. Travis Berardi back here with head coach Joe Baylog. Win number 6 on the season for Harding. A tough early schedule as well. One of their losses to Shelby, who right now has an 11-point lead on Mansfield Senior. So that's a really good squad that they have a chance of getting another conference title.
I think they had a loss to Delaware Hayes, and I saw them play, which is a really nice team, in the Columbus area. So, they played a really competitive schedule here to start the season.
All right, and let's get right into things here on the post game and take a look at the final stats, brought to you once again by Kimmel Corporation. 22 field goals only 5 threes, but we've seen this with Marion Harding. They are a team that gets into the paint and makes some quality shots, and that's what done. And they also take advantage of the offensive glass. They had 15 offensive rebounds to go, along with their 29 total boards. 14 of 19 from the free throw line. They're at 14 of 17 until the final 2 free throw attempts. So that's something else that you need to have if you want to be a competitive squad, is being able to hit some free throws.
Well, one of the things that early in my coaching career, I don't know if it came from a clinic or something, but a guy talked about if you could make over 50% of your layups and 70% of your free throws, you're going to win a lot of games. So I think if you look at tonight, Harding had not necessarily a lot of layups, but they had putbacks right at the rim, and that was huge. And I'm going to say that they probably shot, probably 60-65% in the lane. And then, another sign of a good team of getting better is their ability to make free throws down the stretch, and they did that really well here tonight.
Upper Sandusky as well. They were 6 of 6 from the line, so it's something to build on. 19 field goals, 9 threes. So you see that a lot with this Upper Sandusky squad. They're able to hit their shots from beyond the arc, and something they can build off of. 17 turnovers. They did turn Harding over a lot in that second half to get that number to about even. 17 fouls to 12 fouls as well. But any final thoughts for you, Coach?
Well, I think Upper, Travis, I think we can both agree they were a much better team tonight than they were against Tiffin about 2.5-3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I think being healthy has helped them. I thought in the first half, offensively they were really good. They were able to move the ball from side to side and were able to get open looks. And I thought the two big guys inside, were really effective. I think what happened was the athleticism and the depth of Harding wore them out a little bit in the second half, where they had some really unforced turnovers, and then they also had some turnovers that just led to really easy baskets, for Harding. And I think, as we mentioned earlier, I thought the big key of the game was that end of the third, the 3 that Long hit,
yes,
and then
5-point swing.
And then I think Jones got an offensive putback that took it from a 9-point game to a 14-point game, and then Upper had to kind of get maybe out of their element a little bit and come out and pressure a little bit more. And then the adjustment that Coach Pearson made of going to the 1-3-1, caused some confusion of Upper for 3 or 4 possessions also.
Harding wins it 65-53. Next for them, they're at Kenton on Friday, while Upper Sandusky on Friday, they head to Cary back into Northern 10 play. Tomorrow for us, no live streams, but 2 good highlights as well. Clear Fork at Shelby and New Philly at Mansfield Senior. Look for those highlights tomorrow in the evening. But that'll wrap things up here from Upper Sandusky. I want to thank everybody that helped make things possible tonight. Coach Baylog, great job as always. Hayden Gray on the cameras. Adam Thompson, audio video design. Wilson Tire Company. Chris Darris, Edward Jones, financial advisor on our scoreboard. Kimmel Corporation, pregame, halftime, postgame sponsor. BS Media Productions, the instant replay sponsor. Quest Federal Credit Union, our MVP sponsor. Spherion Mid-Ohio and Frito-Lay, our commercial sponsors. I want to thank the folks here at Upper Sandusky High School for allowing us to stream these games, all boys and girls home games this season. And most importantly, we want to thank you, the fans, for watching. Marion Harding gets win number 6 on the season. They knock off Upper Sandusky 65-53. For Joe Baylog, I'm Travis Berardi saying so long from Upper Sandusky.